What's up, y'all?
Hello.
Hey. Welcome to the PEW, everybody.
Thank you. Hey, y'all.
Dr. Davis in the house. All right, there we go. So how about, it was a long pause because I could not find my headphones. It was like, stay tuned, whatever it said, we in for a bumpy ride. And I'm over here like, where's my headphone? But here we are. What's Dr. Davis? Great
Yes,
Bishop.
sir.
How are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm doing great. Is it any way possible you can turn your camera horizontally?
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, turn it upwards.
There it is.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Well, welcome to the Pew, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We have an amazing show for you guys. So, those of you guys who are watching live tonight on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you do me a favor. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Let's let somebody know that we are on and we have an amazing show for you guys as always. And I see y'all coming on in the room. So, come on. Don't you want to go? To those of you guys who are watching us on Thursday, if this is Thursday at 8 p.m. and you're watching us on Soul TV, what's up, Soul TV? We love y'all. Thank you so much for your support. Yes. For those of you guys who have not jumped on the bandwagon, listen, our Facebook, YouTube watchers, we never forget y'all. I'm still a Facebook, YouTube watcher as well. But listen, if you have a Roku TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Apple TV, make sure you download Soul TV. And on Thursdays at 8 p.m. you can watch us on your television screen. DVR it. That way that you can watch it whenever you want to. So what's up, Soul TV? All right, Lady Mary's on. She says, "Hey, Pew Crew, looking forward to a great show."
Hey, Lady Mary.
Hello.
Kobe, you are on time. Kobe on time for service. Somebody ought to give God a praise.
Hey, Kobe.
She says, "Hey,
she beat us here. She was here before we was here."
Right while I was looking for headphones, Kobe was already here. Hey, so glad that you made it, Kobe. We appreciate you. Y'all come on in and say hey to us. There go my New York brother. I was waiting on you, Kevin. He says, "Good evening, Pew Crew." He's showing us some love. Good evening, Kevin. So glad you are here. Y'all, I'm a little concerned. I don't know where Auntie Penny is, but maybe she's just running late, guys.
She might be looking for her headphones.
She could be looking for her headphones too. But all is well, Mel.
All is well. Is that the word for the week or no?
It's the word for the week. That's the insider, y'all. But just know that all is well. Yes, it is. Well, let's do this. Let's talk because we have so much to get into today. So we got to kind of move it along. Mel, what's been going on with you?
Working. Didn't make it to the gym today. I'll try again tomorrow. Not too much.
So you didn't go to the gym today, but when is the last time you went to the gym?
I think Thursday.
Okay, that's not bad. You still got time to recoup.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm going tomorrow. I hate to get out of practice. It's like once you miss a couple days, you be gone for a month. It's just one of those things you have to stay consistent.
Now, do you have an accountability partner? Does somebody go with you?
No, I want to go by myself.
Okay.
Because some people overdo it. I know how much I want to do, and then I'm ready to go home.
Right. No, I'm with you.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'm with you there. All right. Bishop, how art thou?
I am doing well. I'm glad that the two of you are.
Yes, sir.
I'm on spring break and enjoying it, and getting ready to travel out of town soon. So,
where are you headed?
Nice.
I had to tell you offline.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand.
I can't tell. I got to be incognito. I can't tell everybody where I'm going.
Because the Saints are trying to meet you there.
Oh, yeah. And I don't want to talk about nothing about church. So I just...
You want to go relax.
Yeah.
That's right. And rejuvenate.
Oh, yes.
All right. Well, I understand that. Anything new in your world?
I am completing my doctorate of ministry, so Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, I will graduate in August. So, and
Amen.
I'm launching our own seminary in August as well.
Oh
And
wow.
Wonderful.
and just traveling as the presiding bishop since my mom retired 2 years ago. So we just celebrated um, the 26th founders celebration this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and it was in my opinion it was excuse me, better than when she retired. Um, we had a wonderful concert on Saturday evening, and
Okay.
then Sunday, Archbishop Olive Brown out of Richmond, Virginia. She came and wrecked shop, and
Oh
this
man.
lady is this lady is 80 years old, and you can't tell. But let me tell you, she did her
What?
thing, and blessed. Not only was my mom blessed, but just the whole house. So it was, um, I just really enjoyed it, and I hadn't seen her since I was 9 years old. So you know,
Wow.
um, so I'm nine times now. So my
That's a good one.
yeah, but it was a wonderful weekend, and so I'm doing a lot of traveling. Doing a lot of traveling with the organization. Um, God is good. I thought that perhaps we were gonna chill a little while after mom retired. It's like everything has doubled and tripled, and it has been something. So but in a good way. So I'm grateful. We have ministries internationally and domestically. So and I'm just thinking, who am I that God will honor me like this to allow me to, preside over such a branch of Zion. And I'm talking about people of integrity.
Yeah,
And so, I'm grateful, because a lot of people will try to attach to your name to see what they can get.
Mhm.
And
that's
we've
right.
had some of those, but, these are people that are of integrity, want to learn, want to progress, and also bring gifts and graces to help strengthen the body. So it's a reciprocal blessing, and I'm grateful. Y'all pray for me. I'm still teaching middle school, so just
Wow.
pray my strength and my sense in the Lord.
Our middle school was hard. Like
It's
with
a
my
hard
daughter, I think
age.
those were the hardest
Man,
3 years of her school career. Middle school is hard.
yes,
The little
Me
kids going
too.
through so many changes.
they
Yeah.
are, and I'm glad that my classroom is a safe zone. I
Mm.
said, I said to two boys, they just follow me all the time. I said, if I farted, will y'all leave me alone? They was like, no. I was like, oh my God. I like, be texting me, Pop, you at school yet? Where are you? Are you in the bathroom? Can I go there? Do I need your permission to go? But it's a my mom say sometimes because my mom and dad were both educators. My mom retired after 32 years, and she said
Wow.
sometimes it's a blessing and a curse, isn't it? I was like, yes, ma'am. She said, I know it's hard. She said, but um, she said, be that father,
Hmm.
be that friend. She said because they need it, and
Yeah.
these kids are not learning they're not learning a lot of morals and things at home.
Hmm.
So you're having to, your classroom, you don't get as much time to teach. Thank God I know how to train choir because I'm a chorus teacher, but it's like you're teaching morals and um, you know, it's just something. So
Absolutely.
so yeah, so yeah.
Well, that's what's up. We're
So
definitely
I didn't
glad
mean to
that
say
you're here
all of
today.
that. Thank you. I didn't mean to say all that. That was my testimony. So y'all pray my strength and my sense in the
Yes,
Lord.
we will.
No, that was good. That was wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. We're glad you're here today. Of
Yeah,
Yes.
glad to be
course,
here.
our other co-host, Brother Josh, is in play rehearsal, and that plays in a couple of weeks. And I'm so glad because he ain't gonna have no
Okay, good.
excuses now. So we're glad that you're here. So as far as I am concerned, of course, I want you guys to make sure you grab my latest single. I can get a prayer through.
Yes.
Available on all digital outlets. Please, ma'am, please, sir. I would certainly appreciate you for that. Don't forget about Josh, who is in a play called What About Jesus, Friday, April 19th at 7 p.m. and Saturday, April 20th at 4 p.m. Just a little hint, I will be there on the Saturday for the Saturday show at 4. So if y'all want to see me in the ATL, I will be there Saturday at 4. And I would love for you to join me. Also, don't forget He Sings with David Walker and High Praise, and they are going to be recording live for the first time on May 25th, also in Atlanta, Georgia. More information to be announced. So we want to support our other co-host, Brother Josh Jad, and his endeavors. Also, don't forget, I am nominated in 5 categories for the 2024 Gospel Choice Music Awards. I would love your support. Voting right now until the 31st is unlimited. So please go on, ma'am, please, sir, every single day and vote as much as your fingers will allow at www.gospelchoicemusicawards.com. And I thank you in advance for your support. And of course, we have to talk about our angel, Miss C. Ashley Brown Lawrence, the very first host casted to this show, who went on to be with the Lord 8 months ago now. We love you, Ashley. We will never forget you, nor do a show without mentioning your name. Of course, she lives on through her music, so make sure you grab her last single, which was I'm Depending on You, as well as all of her other music, which is available on all digital outlets, and her highly anticipated new music. Ashley has the old school medley, which will be coming soon. So let's look out for that. Real quick before we move on, let's go to the comments and see what we missed. Let's
they
see.
In there talking.
I see. Kobe said, listen, I think I'm old and I'm only 26. Kobe, you're that young? I didn't know that. But the way people just walk in church doing the prayer and walking during the sermon and et cetera keeps me clutching my pearls.
Yeah.
Mine too. Clutching something. Hey, Keisha. Keisha says, hey, to Kevin. Kevin says, that's because you were raised right. It makes a big difference.
That's
absolutely. Right. He was talking to Kobe. Keisha said, man, that's crazy. It boils my blood. Yes. Christina says, hey, Pew Crew. Hey, Chris. Glad you made it. Kobe said, woo. Kevin said, Ashley, our angel. And Mary said, Ashley with a heart. Yes, yes, yes. All right, guys, we got to play a little music because we got a lot to get into tonight. So here is yours truly from the Crush movie soundtrack. This is My Praise Is My Weapon. We'll be right back.
Satan, we're gonna tear your kingdom my hands. Every time I do my dance, my praise will bring me out. My praise gives me the victory. My praise activates my faith. When I lift my hands, God sees me. When I open my mouth, God looks to me. 'Cause my praise, my praise,
All right, from the Crush movie soundtrack, that's yours truly with My Praise Is My Weapon. Make sure y'all grab that as well. It's available on all digital outlets. And usually we will be cutting to my favorite part of the show. However, we have some breaking news. So we're going to head right over to our friends over at ABC News.
Some breaking news that we've been following all morning. It happened overnight out of Baltimore, Maryland. A portion of the Francis Scott Key Bridge has collapsed. You can see that video right there after a large boat collided with it around 1:30 this morning. I want to head to a live picture from a chopper that is over the scene right now. Authorities are trying to rescue at least 7 people who were doing overnight work on that bridge. It is a little dark, but you can see all of the authorities, at least the boats, some of the other choppers, emergency responders that are coming to that scene. Firefighters say several vehicles hit the water, including one the size of a tractor trailer. Divers have now been dispatched into the water for what is being called a dire mass casualty incident. As somebody who was from the DMV, the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, this is a heavily traveled road. You can only imagine, 1, the congestion is going to cause for rush hour, 2, the people that were on that bridge that are now in the freezing water.
Ooh.
There's something else. Definitely praying
That's
for
devastating. That's devastating.
It is. And you know what's interesting? Like every time I cross a bridge, I don't care what bridge it is, I'm like praying the whole way there, like in tongues. I mean, like going across the bridge, I'm like going in because I'm like, Lord, it's just something about a bridge. I mean, and I know like Lady Mary obviously is from Virginia, and like you can't even get from one side of town to the other without going across the bridge. Right. And so seeing that just makes me like, wow, I thank God for keeping me every time I go across the bridge, whether it's from going from Detroit to Canada. Thank you for, taking me across that bridge, because this just shows you all it takes is for one accident for a bridge to collapse. Kevin says, so sad. Thank God none of my family in Baltimore was involved. Praying for the families of those who have been lost. Yes. Lady Mary says, praying for Baltimore. Yeah. Definitely.
That's devastating.
Absolutely devastating. So our prayers go out to Baltimore and those families, and everyone that's connected to anyone who may have been affected by this horrific tragedy. So, all right. Well, Mel, what time is it?
Hot time for hot topics.
Let's go. All right. Well, today in Hot Topics, I really didn't want to talk about this person anymore, because last time I talked about this person, our show got cut off of Facebook, but bam. So let me just read the article quickly. And we're not going to stay on him long, because I don't know who he knows in high places, but I don't want them disconnecting our show tonight. So we're going to just hit it and quit it. But this is just amazing to me. A 5-judge panel of court judges ruled on Monday that Donald Trump only has to pay $175 million of the $464 million he owes in fees related to his civil fraud case. Initially, Trump's bond was due today, but he now has 10 more days to post a $175 million bond before his assets are seized. The decision comes after Judge Arthur Ingram found that Trump has his co-defendants fraudulently inflated the value of his assets. So Donnie shared a message after leaving the courtroom saying, I greatly respect the decision of the of this division, and I'll post the 175 million in cash or bonds or security or whatever necessary very quickly within the 10 days. And I thank the division for acting quickly. As previously reported, Trump was liable for 454 million, most of which has accrued from daily interest, according to NBC News. Trump's lawyer said in one filing a week ago that they had been able to, at this point, to secure a bond and believe it was practical and impossible. It was not practical and impossible. They said that they approached 30 surety companies through 4 separate brokers trying to negotiate with the world's largest insurance companies. So what do we say to these things?
I don't want to get us booted off again. I talked about it last week. You go ahead.
I just think it's amazing that, so he lied about the money that he has, and so now they reduce his bond because he lied about the money that he has, and so now he only has to pay 175 million, and then now they're giving him more time to produce that money. It's all these exceptions. I don't understand.
I would say it like this. There's, let me be careful how I say this, but there's a special place in hell for him.
Oh yeah, hey, Adrian.
It's crazy, and he's not. I can't even call it entitlement, but when you think that, like, it's like you think you're the next thing to God. You don't feel like you don't have any remorse for anything. And that's a dangerous place to be in. And you know, um, biblically we would say it's a reprobate mind, but I don't even
Mhm.
know. He is just he he is something else. I don't know what he is, but he is something else. And I pray for his soul because all of the souls belong to God, and he is a soul, but it's just twisted. So I'm careful because I know that y'all saying you got cut last time, so I'm careful as to what I say.
Yeah. No, it's
But
all
I
good.
but I if I were to see him, I would say the same. I would say the same thing. I'm praying for you because you are one twisted soul. So and he's miserable, and he's the saying misery loves company. He is miserable and at war within himself. So he wants anybody else to be miserable. So
Mhm.
that's
Yeah,
just one black man's opinion. But,
I agree. Kevin Moore said he does know someone, and they've given him free reign. This is some evil stuff. Absolutely,
mhm.
absolutely.
I mean, but when you have a whole lot of money, even though, he said he had 500 million and he didn't have it, that gives you access to things and the people that the everyday
Mhm.
working person we do not have. So he
Money
got his
talk.
money working for him.
Hmm. Kevin says, I'm surprised that Facebook hasn't put me in jail because of all the posts I've made about Trump.
They might get you tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, I was, it just, the the lack of consistency that it shows in our government is just, you know, I don't know. It really gets to me sometimes. Kevin said, Mel, he ain't got no money.
Oh, he
Christine
got a
says,
couple dollars to rub together. He got a couple dollars.
even if he lied, he would have came up with the money. I believe that too.
And then even if he doesn't have the money, he has access to people who do, to
Hmm.
companies that do, to people that want to see him in that place of power. So they're going to look out for him.
Wait, Adrian said he's not at liberty to talk about Trump due to his uh, being blocked before. Hold on, I messed up my camera. So yeah, that is too funny, Adrian. Okay, I understand. Okay, so we gave Trump 5 minutes. Can we be done?
Yes, we can be done.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't even want to talk about
We're
him no
giving
more.
place to the devil.
Right. So now you guys know and maybe you don't know, but I'm a pet lover. I have a dog who's right here with me. And I would do a lot for my dog. But I'm curious if you guys think that this is too far.
He went and saved his dog.
He
Yeah,
went and saved that
I'm
dog.
with it.
I feel the same way.
Because
You
they're
would
part of your
save your
family.
dog from an alligator or a crocodile with the little alligator, the baby alligator run?
I would.
I would not. Like if
You
I say
wouldn't?
don't go out there, don't go out there.
Oh,
Ooh.
Now my child, yes, but
y'all talk about it for a minute because I gotta upload something.
no. You would go out there and fight the alligator for your puppy, Mario.
I'm a shoot him or something. I'm gonna shoot that alligator or something. Because in our family, we call them little people, and they have
Oh,
I went to my mom's house yesterday, and they were um fussing to get out. And soon as my younger brother let them out, they were all over me. Thank God I'd taken some allergy medicine because I'm allergic. But just all over me, having a ball, just having a good time. And so, um, so I would when we've lost pets before, it was hard. So you know, my mom, one of our dogs, she was having heart issues and she was coughing real bad, and so my mom said, she just felt real bad. She didn't want to suffer anymore, so she went and had her euthanized. She didn't tell us.
oh,
Yes, I preached at a service, and then we went to the Waffle House to eat, and so my younger brother brought her up, and I said, "So where is she? How is she doing?" And so mom said, "Oh, I didn't tell you I had her euthanized. I couldn't even eat my food. I was so upset." So yeah, but yeah, it's something. So
that's really sad. That's a really sad story.
yeah. So I was telling everybody, I said, don't cough too hard around mama. She'll have you euthanized.
She had you euthanized.
Look,
Okay, so
mama, do not play. Okay. So now we saying we would save our dog from the alligator, which I absolutely would. I would. But now, if you did have to, if you had to put your dog down or something like that, would you go to this extent?
You were my sister, my strength, and my crown. Only God may know why. Still, I will get by. There were so many things that we could have shared. If time was on our side. Ooh, yeah.
Mel?
I am not a pet person. Let me start with that.
You know she's gonna say no.
But he turned that dog into his baby. That, for all intents and purposes, was his child. So I get it. Now, what I do with no, but I get it. I get why he took it there. That was his baby.
Now Kevin said he would have done it for the alligator. Adrian, nope, that dog would be in glory because that vet bill. Okay,
The vet bill ain't worth it.
Adrian, that's your dog. My dog is my baby. Shoe. Ron definitely would have tried to. I would have said Alto. Heck yeah. My first instinct would drive me to do it. I think so too, Kevin. Christina said Ron would let the alligator get me, but he would say the dog. Stop it. Stop it. That's not true. I would get you and the dog. Adrian, oh heck no. I might have an observance, but I wouldn't do all that. Oh, you wouldn't have a eulogy with a pastor in the road?
That was a lie.
Listen,
Yeah,
the
it was.
arrangements were gorgeous. They don't
Yeah,
bring
they
you this
were.
way like
Flowers.
that.
It was nice.
And he was kissing the corpse, the dog corpse. I mean, ooh, it was a lot. The dog was stiff. Okay. I love my Leah and would fight another dog, but not a gator. Ooh.
It's a
Mm.
you see all them teeth that alligator had? No.
And I know he was biting them hands because he was. So I'm with Mario. I would have had to shoot him in the tail or something, not in the mouth, but in
No.
the shit,
You
in the
belong
tail.
to the gator now. Circle of life.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Lord.
All right, y'all. We moving now. I just feel like we keep making a spectacle out of the church, and what I mean by that is we keep
Oh,
saying
Father.
things that cause people to not want to be bothered with the church. Take a look.
Mhm.
Lift your hands right here. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. Listen here. All over this building. All over this building. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. All over this building. Lift your hands. I need us all on one accord right now. All on one accord. All on accord. Everybody lift your hands. Baby, could you do me a favor? Lift your hands or get out. Could you choose one? Lift your hands or get out. Could you lift your hands or get out? Choose one. Choose one. Lift your hands. Lift your hands. I'm not scared of nobody. I mean what I mean. I'm here to protect you. And anything that is in violation of it has got to go.
Lift your hands or get out. Pick one. And I would have picked the out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know what be going through the people, man. They be doing too much.
Because in their mind, they become a little, I call them little G, little guys. And they think they can. What's wrong with you? Lift your hands and get out. Thing is, you can't force anyone to receive what you're saying or what you're doing. It's just like Holy Spirit. He's a gentleman. If you don't want to receive Holy Spirit, then that's your choice. He's not going to say, oh, no, you're going to receive me today. And as a matter of fact, the evidence is going to be the tongues I just put in your mouth. Come on.
Yeah, no.
It don't work like that.
No. That was inappropriate.
Now, I don't have a problem telling someone who comes to the altar each and every week for the same thing, but they still don't believe.
Right.
I don't mind tapping them and saying, now listen, if you don't believe it's going to happen, you may not want to come back here until you change
that's
your
right.
belief system. And I'm not going to do that on the microphone.
How you know what they have to? They got to say what they have to altar for.
Some people do. I've had people to come to the altar and they tell me exactly what they need prayer for, and every week it's the same thing. First of all, God is not slow. Why are we doing God like he's slow? He heard you the first time you asked. And guess what? He answered you the first time you asked. And see, it's already happened in the spirit realm. You're just waiting on it to manifest. But see, if you're not on that frequency with your belief, then you keep coming every week reminding him like he's slow, like he a God of the small yellow bus. And, God, it's like you saying, God, don't forget I need you to heal me. God, here I go again because, I'm reminding you to heal me. He heard you the first time. So once go ahead.
Or if God has given you specific instructions that you must follow through in order to receive what you're asking for, and you still haven't done it. Because I've had people come up in my prayer line, and I already know, and I've told my associate ministers because it's the same people, always coming for the same thing or something they're about, and I'll tell them, don't waste a whole bunch of time. Listen, oxygen is hard to come by, and especially with this pollen and all. And I have asthma and bronchitis, so I ain't wasting a whole lot of breath on you. But and you're gonna ask them about the same thing. Did you do what the Lord instructed you to do last week?
Right.
Well, bye. You go do what God says do, and then and they know it. So and you can't be mad at me. I prayed with you. My faith is aligning with yours, but it's like I tell my kids at school. I can't want you to pass more than you want it yourself. So if you want this, and God is giving you specific instructions, and He's saying, okay, you're asking the Lord to heal you from lung cancer. Stop smoking.
Period.
And you still picking up them Newports. You want the Lord to heal you from high blood pressure, but you eating fried chicken, barbecue, all this every
Thousand
day.
it with salt.
Yeah,
And
so
hot sauce.
yeah,
Right.
so you're not doing it, so you don't want to be healed.
That's
So
right.
you like the condition that you're in. You like it. I love it. Okay. But that's it. But no, we can't make anybody do nothing. There have been times I've said, okay, I said, now come on. I said, some of y'all are not, you're not moving in obedience, but that, it's up to you. But I ain't gonna say, him saying, pick one, get, either lift your hands or get out. No, that's taking it too far. You
Yeah, I
know,
like how Adrian said, unpopular opinion, when we were growing up, we lifted our hands out of obedience.
obedience.
Absolutely. Obedience. But guess what? If you were disobedient, that's between you and God. Listen,
Hmm.
Not
I'm
me,
not
you
about to
and
fight
God.
you.
You and God. Leave
Yeah.
me out of it. Just
Leave
you and
me
Yeah.
out.
God. Yes.
I'm not about to fight you because you don't want to be obedient to what the Holy
Mm-mm.
Spirit is saying in the moment. You got to deal with God on that.
And I don't like it. It's over the pulpit. Like, let's not use the pulpit to be
Mm-mm.
correcting people. That's not
Right.
what the pulpit is for. It's only so many minutes that you had to reach people.
That's
Exactly.
Let's
right.
do that as unto God, and let's do it in love.
Hmm.
You know what I say, Mel, we do more pushing people in the pit than pulling them out. I just don't
Yeah.
understand it.
Yeah.
Christina, Mary said, yeah, like, yikes, I would have left out.
Yeah.
Christina says, he's nuts. Keisha said, I would have found the nearest exit. Absolutely. Exactly, Pastor Ron. Kevin says, I hope nobody in Brian is a Brian Carr follower. Oh, because of what you said. You're funny. Kevin Moore can't stand him. Oh, my. Christina says, he gave me Kim Burrell vibes.
We're not going in on Sister Burrell tonight.
You have to have faith and believe. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Christina
Yep.
Dunn, her too. Adrian said, and he was nice about it too. Baby, can you lift your hands or get out? He didn't hit that Kim get out. Oh Lord. Y'all crazy. Mel, it's actually embarrassing
It
people.
is
It
embarrassing.
is.
It
It
is.
is.
And then we ought to know my fear is, and I said too, I said it Sunday, because I have a thing. We were joking about earlier about people
Mhm.
doing a lot of walking during church, and so I said Sunday morning to certain leaders, I was like, listen, please make sure that there's not a whole bunch of walking or a whole bunch of. I said because it's distracting. I said and we have guests, and I was like, and you know, we try to maintain uh excellence and discipline and order in the church, and I said so. Let's not have that happen.
Right.
Um, and so and I was like, something had happened. And I was like, you know what? Y'all better be glad that we are streaming because that camera has saved the souls of a lot of people. I was like, but you better bet your bottom dollar when service was over, I snatched him right up. That's not the place for that. And um, I believe that some of it comes from faulty mentorship. You've seen somebody else do it or whatever. And I came from a church that it was rough. But that was there were no we were not recording services like that. So
Right.
you know, I've been in a service where the choir got through singing and um the bishop got up and called this person and said, I heard the word liar, so, I came up in stuff like that. And so, but I've learned as a pastor, even though there are issues that I have to sometimes deal with, I've learned not to try not to make people feel the way that I felt.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and so, it's something that we have to learn that. And I don't want nobody making an example out of me like they're doing. Like, we're sitting watching different things or whatnot. I
Mm-hmm.
stay on the choir. I tell people, make sure your teeth are in, make sure your wig is on.
Come on.
I do not want them making a meme out of us. Social media is not so kind. So,
Somebody's always capturing the moment. But
yeah.
here's the thing. I'm with you as far as not making people feel some kind of way, because we're in a different day and time too. The
Yeah.
things that they did 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, we can't get away with that stuff here. And like Mel said, we only have so much time to reach these people.
Exactly.
And I think we forget that it's with love and kindness that he drew us. And that's that same love that we got to use to draw other people. And, you know, we get so caught up in what people wearing and what they doing. And, you know, if they come in and they don't look like us and we looking at them funny, that's not kingdom. I'm sorry. And
it's not. We're trying to clean the fish before we catch them, and that's not our responsibility. And you know, someone said to me some years ago, Bishop, what you gonna do if a lady come in with a short skirt on while you preach? I said, I'm gonna keep preaching.
Yeah.
I said, because truth be told, and the person that said it to me was a deacon. I said, your wife come in with stuff that's too tight. You look, I said,
Everything's body kind.
Yeah, and I was like, so let's not go there. You know, be careful, because in my mind, see, I'm calculated. I'm that calculated pastor. So, you know, you coming to me telling me about somebody else, and in my mind, I'm thinking, you're saying this, but okay, so let's talk about you married and still got a boo on the side, and you got the unmitigated gall to tell me about it. And what you and your woman on the side was doing in the parking lot during your lunch break. Please don't play with me, cause you know. So, you know, let's if you got good sense like me, you know you ain't perfect. You trying to get your life together. So you sit somewhere in the corner, be quiet, drink your water, or hold yourself and rock. I ain't saying nothing. I want to hear about that.
Right.
So,
Adrian said stuff that folks get mad at now. We wouldn't have said a word when we were young. I got a whooping by my pastor. Absolutely.
Jesus.
You might have needed it, Adrian.
Probably so. All right, y'all. Time is getting away from us, so we got to move to our last topic tonight. This was breaking news as well. Our friend Diddy.
Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami were raided by Homeland Security, and everything we're hearing is this is in connection with the human trafficking, the sex trafficking allegations that have been made against him in the various civil cases.
And clearly now the feds are investigating this. As you can see, the dramatic footage outside his home here in L.A., where they had several people out in the front yard for questioning. And then actually there were people who were cuffed eventually, including two of Diddy's sons. Now, we don't know at this stage if they have been booked for anything. But they were in handcuffs.
And I want to say this quickly, because they were in handcuffs, but a lot of times they do that to get them out of the house because they don't know their status. It doesn't mean they're suspects or arrested. It could be, but it doesn't mean that. And so this is a typical thing that happens. But this is a federal investigation in 2 states. And, you know, we talked about the various civil allegations. This is a whole new level.
This would be, obviously, they're looking into criminal, the feds are looking into a criminal charge here, but nothing has been announced yet. And we also don't know where Diddy is at this point.
Yeah, that's right. So he usually lives primarily in Miami. That's usually where he's at anyway. He flies around, obviously, but Miami seems to be his home base. No visual, no word, no official report or anything of him being under arrest or detained or anything. But in any case, it's obviously D-Day, no pun intended. Look, can I be honest with you? I had a suspicion this would happen at some point because of the mounting lawsuits. Despite all the denials from Diddy, they kept mounting and they kept mounting. And the same thing kept being brought up: alleged human/sex trafficking. And at a certain point, the federal government is not going to turn a blind eye to that, right? And I mean, look,
they at least say we should look into this.
Well, by the way, this is more than we should look into this. They had to get a search warrant, which means that they had to convince a judge that there was probable cause to believe that there was indeed sex trafficking, human trafficking. So this is not just a probe. This is presenting evidence to a federal judge saying, we have probable cause to believe Diddy is involved in human trafficking. And as a result, warrants got issued in both Los Angeles and Miami. So that's how serious this is right now. By the way, we have been blowing up the phones of his various lawyers, and they are indisposed right now. They are
Right.
not talking. Diddy's.
They're indisposed. Is this another R. Kelly story? Listen.
Let me say this.
Let's talk with Jesus.
One is sad. And for me to see his two young sons out there handcuffed, when you are facing something like this, most times, especially when you have the means that he has, you know something is coming down the pipeline. You don't know exactly when, but you know that something is coming. And I'm just wondering, as a parent, okay, I got all this going on. The one that got a mama, you got to go over your mama house. The one that does not, you got to go over my mama house, because I don't know how this is going to play out, and I don't want you exposed to what I got going on in my life right now.
But my thing is, Mel, I'm with Kevin. Kevin says if they get him, he's stupid because he had more than enough time to get himself together. Absolutely.
You
Because
know,
anytime they start digging from a civil perspective, like, and let's just play devil's advocate and say, let's just say he has been doing whatever. Mm-hmm. When Cassie and all of them start digging and he paid all them people off, that was his opportunity to get it cleaned up. So if he had not got it cleaned up by this point, then I'm with Kevin. That's not very smart, because what you better know is when you're a person of Diddy's status and these type of accusations start coming out on a civil side, the feds is coming, baby, because they're going to check this thing out.
Let me say this. So with the feds, they don't wake up Monday and say, we're going to get you Friday.
No.
This
They've been
has been brewing probably 4 years pre these court cases coming out. This has probably been going on and on and on, just like the people at TMZ said. If they have enough evidence to come to your house and execute a search warrant in 2 different states, they have some for real evidence. Right. And the research department, that's my baby. She's been reading the actual court documents. And so the young man that's suing him for abuse and sex trafficking, in his court documents, he's actually saying that they have video proof.
Wow.
So that's what the research department said. So it's a lot of stuff. This has been brewing for a very long time. This was probably brewing when R. Kelly was going through his thing. It just wasn't Diddy's turn yet.
Wow. Well,
now, for the other people,
there was R. Kelly that was being okay.
Yeah.
Let me say this, for the other people that are out there and they're seeing this, they might want to start cleaning up their act.
That part. Yep. Let him be the fall guy for you. But we'll keep following the story. And of course, we'll have as much details as possible. You'll hear it first right here on the Pew. Y'all just keep it locked. We'll make sure that you stay informed. We'll make sure. Kevin said it could be that he's involved in sexual behavior that has become an addiction for him and hard to give up. Absolutely. Well, we shall see, says Stevie. We're gonna find out. All right, guys. Well, it's almost time for our show to end. So we have time for our question for the day. And I will pull it up for us.
Uh-oh.
All right, and here we go.
Hey, it's me, Tracy. Now I got a question, y'all. Because my sister asked me to watch my nephew for the weekend. Now, you know, that was all right or whatever. But my nephew came over my house and he just kept on scratching his head. And it was like little flaky flakes flying everywhere. And I'm like, boy, what is going on?
Sorry, y'all. That was my fault.
It's me, Tracy. Because my sister asked me to watch my nephew for the weekend. And you know, that was all right or whatever. But my nephew came over my house and he just kept on scratching his head. And it was like little flaky flakes flying everywhere. And I'm like, boy, what is going on? And honey, I looked at the head. I examined his head. And when I looked at that boy head, he had the tatters. You hear me? He had tatters. And I'm like, oh no. I'm not going to be dealing with this. So I went and got me some real good gloves. And I went and got me some salsa blue, honey. And when I tell you, I watched that boy head, and it was like pussing and blistering. And I was scratching the devil out of his head. But that's because I was trying to get it clean. But anyways, when my sister came to pick him up, she like, why you got this plastic all over your furniture and all that? And I said, girl, it's because this boy got tatters in his head. And she gonna tell me that it ain't tatters. It's a real bad case of ringworm. So I'm like, girl, I don't care what it is. I was not about to let him just lay all over my furniture and we all be itching and scratching around here. And so I told her I washed his hair or whatever. And she said, well, who told you to do that? I said, girl, I was trying to help you out, boo-boo. But she got an attitude. So y'all let me know, my sweet babies. Was I wrong for washing his head and covering my furniture? Now y'all know I'm not one to act funny, but I'm one to keep it real. Y'all let me know.
Well, here's the thing. Like, as a parent, I understand, like, you don't take liberties with my kid. But in this case, first of all, she should have let you know before he got there he had this severe case of ringworm. Don't bring no kid to my house with no issue like that can be transmittable. You let me choose whether I want to deal with that or not. And you can't be mad if I say, or let's put a do-rag on it, or, whatever the case may be. But you tell somebody that up front. But if I have to find that out on my own, now I probably would have picked up the phone and called and said, hey, blah, 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 blah. You would have told me, I said, well, I'm about to wash his head. I probably would have called you and told you. But I don't think she's wrong. I mean, and then this is your sister and this is her nephew. You act like this somebody that, just a babysitter, this family, and if she saw he had flakes flying everywhere, she like, let me try to help you out. I know what will help this. And yeah, I'm going to put plastic on my furniture because I don't want to catch it. Like, so it's a couple things here for me. One, could she have maybe communicated with her sister of her findings? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the sister could have communicated with her of the situation to begin with. So I think I think you did the best you could, Tracy, with what you were dealing with.
I agree. If you trust me enough to keep your child, that's my child until you get back. So I'm going to do whatever I think is best. And if you got a problem with that, don't bring them back over my house.
You know what? That's the best point that anybody can make, because that's just like if I brought my kids over to your house to watch them. Clearly, I feel like I can trust you with my life because I'm my most prized possession. Mm-hmm. So whatever you feel like you need to do, that's just like if they fall and get a cut on their leg and you like, I put some Neosporin in the Band-Aid. I'm not going to be like, well, who told you to put that on there? Well, what you going to do? Right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Me three. I agree.
Yeah, so Tracy, no, I'm with you on this one. You didn't do anything wrong. Mm-hmm. And what I would tell your sister is, well, don't ask me to watch him no more.
Don't bring him over here.
Because if I can't do nothing with him, and then we need to discuss why he got severe ringworm, not just ringworm, but it's severe. What's happening? Are you not washing his hair? Is he getting it from somebody at school? I have lots of questions. And since you brought him over here without telling me nothing, now you're going to answer my questions because I want to know.
And I'm telling Mama on you. And what are tetters? I'm like, what are tetters?
That's what I said. What is that? Somebody explain.
Tetters is worse than ringworm, but it's like in the same family.
Oh,
a lot of little boys used to have it back in the day, and they call it tetters.
Oh, I ain't never heard of that.
And they would say you had the tetters.
Well, my mama would put us in bleach baths and stuff, so I, people joke and say this.
Never hurt anybody, just a little.
Well, that's why they say that we're as light skinned as we are, because my mom put us in bleach baths.
That is hilarious. Well, Bishop, I really appreciate you being here with us tonight. This has been so much fun.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it.
Hopefully you'll come back.
Sure. Just let me know.
And hang out with us. Just to reiterate a couple things, don't forget to make sure that you download. If you have not downloaded my latest single, make sure that you get on and vote. www.gospelchoicemusicawards.com. Y'all help me win these awards. Don't forget to get your tickets to Josh's play. And don't forget that we love you for free. And we'll talk to you next week right here on the Pew. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.